Good morning and welcome to the PrimeCap Daily. It is Wednesday the 17th of October. Here are your 3 minutes of news. Unemployment data and wage growth data came out yesterday for the United Kingdom. It was nice to see that average wage growth was at 3.1%, which is the highest for some time in the UK. And that probably served to offset relatively dismal or gloomy sentiment coming through from the Eurozone, from the EU and indeed from the UK with regards to this pesky Brexit deal. But yesterday reasserted its footing. It actually went back above the 114 mark. And arguably that's because this is the fastest pace of wage growth seen for some time. Today we have retail pricing indexes, consumer pricing indexes, so essentially all things inflation. Now the suggestion is that a drop in the value of the pound results in increased inflation because producers in the UK are paying more for what they import to produce what it is they produce. Having said that though, retail sales and consumer spending in the United Kingdom has been relatively robust, which arguably suggests that inflation may remain somewhat consistent at a consistent level, and we shall see from about 9 o'clock this morning. There is a key EU summit today for Mrs May to address heads of the European Union states. Now, she will not be sitting in on their private dinner, but she will be imploring them, I think, to push as firmly and as aggressively as the UK is prepared to towards a deal. Michel Barnier, head negotiator for the European Union, has suggested that something could still be done in a couple of weeks. So a lot of pressure on Mrs May to move past this impasse. And really all that we can say with regards to rates, when we see the pound move up by a cent, move down by a cent, and it genuinely affects what our clients are paying for stock, for currency that they're buying, this political wrangling is most unhelpful. And it is, Laura Kunsberg of the BBC suggested some time ago, as did actually Katya Adler, that making a deal seem hard won, seem fought for, is what is likely to get perhaps the House of Commons to back it, because if it's unlikely that there would be any alternative or a renegotiation would result in anything more positive, then members of Parliament and indeed the government are going to make sure or do their utmost to ensure that whatever's brought back is accepted. So this afternoon we will be attending an Asian Business Association meeting focusing on East African trade. Now, you might not think it, but a company like PrimeCap based in London does a fair bit of trade and business with firms located globally, of course, but particularly those operationally based in Kenya. So we have a number of private clients who are pilots or associated with various enterprises in Eastern Africa. We repatriate their US dollars for them if that indeed is the currency in which they are paid. Flowers, export, freight, all manner of things are produced in Kenya and sent to the European Union. Flowers particularly, we're looking at Holland. From London we are able to broker the exchange of US dollars into euros or vice versa to pay for expenses incurred by the European arm of this Kenyan business. We're able to make a very real impression on the exposure of this business to fluctuations in rates of exchange. We will give you more of an update tomorrow. If you have any questions in this regard, please do call us, and we look forward to seeing you anon.